first half stats that our statistician Kevin Corbett has dialed up for us.
Yeah, Kevin done a great job on the stats for us again tonight. We appreciate him coming on board this season and helping us out. Jamie Lathrop on that first half, get this, he's 8 for 8, 117 yards through the air, 3 touchdown passes. The Bearcats, they've only rushed the ball 9 times, so we haven't snapped the ball a whole lot of times. Of course, we had the pick 6, by the defense and the 2 quick scoring drives there in the first quarter. So Lathrop 8 of 8 for 117 yards through the air, 3 touchdown passes. Cats rushing the ball, 9 rushes for 81 yards. Stevie Thomas, he has 57 rushing yards there in the first half. Aaron Rose with 28 rushing yards. For Wise Central, they've rushed the ball. They've run the ball 24 times for 71 yards total. Passing, they're 5 of 14 for 56 yards. Of course, the 1 interception that gave up the touchdown. Here's an interesting stat, I think, overall. On the scoreboard, 27-7, Cats lead, but total yardage, 198 yards for the Cats, 127 yards for Central, so a little bit closer than what you think it would be.
And explosive plays really leading the Bearcat offense. Wise Central able to drive the football, just hadn't been able to score in the red zone the 2 times they've had it down there. They're 1 for 2 when reaching the red zone as the Bearcats stretching in the left end zone to our left, and Wise Central getting loose, running around, doing some sprints.
C.J. Crabtree, that leading rusher for the Central Warriors, 49 rushing yards in that first half.
Yep, the sophomore, very athletic sophomore, ran for, what'd you say,
49 yards.
49, so nearly got 50 there in the first half. So they extended halftime by just a bit there. So, Travis, some adjustments that the Cats may be looking to do for the second half.
Yeah, I got to think about that one a second. I mean, I don't know that you could play a whole lot better. We touched on it a few times. We're still seeing the high snaps on the center quarterback exchange. I think we need to work on that still yet. If I had one knock on Jamie, he's perfect through the air, of course, that 8 of 8 and the 3 touchdown passes. So if we did have one complaint there, it might be when he in that RPO set, when he thinks run, he's not. I think you got to, as a quarterback, he's probably, and he's good, he's great. So we know he's seeing that hole right away, but I think he tries to make a little too much happen when he should just hit that first open hole that he sees and gets what he can. Instead of trying to always go for the big play. It's cost him a couple times. Right.
Yeah, and it cost him. So with that, again, our next broadcast, we'll enjoy a bye week along with the Bearcats next week before hitting the road, and we'll see Chilhowie and take on the 2017 1A state runner-ups, the Warriors. Coverage from Warrior Stadium will begin at 6:30 with kickoff at 7, I believe. That is the kick, although tonight I think the George Wythe game kicked off at 7:30, so we'll have to double-check that one. Again, you can listen to the game at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
They will run me out of town.
They will.
At Chilhowie.
This orange and black clad mashup has occurred 13. This will be the 13th meeting over the this will be the 12th meeting, 12 straight years. The previous 11, Virginia High 7-4. Virginia High knocked off Chilhowie last year 40-20, one of the 3 blemishes on their season. At Chilhowie, all time the Bearcats are 3-2 when playing at Warrior Stadium, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And one more thing, a Bearcat athletics update. Congrats to the Bearcat golf team, Coach Lee and Gavin Austin and all those guys on claiming the Southwest District regular season championship and earning a berth to the Region 2D tournament. They ended up with a runner-up finish at Fincastle Country Club to finish with the regular season championship, finished second in the tournament. So congratulations to the Bearcat golf team.
Talking about that blemish on Chilhowie's schedule last year with that loss to Virginia High, if I'm not mistaken, that's their not their last loss until the state championship game, correct?
I believe you're right. As we get set for the State Line Motors kickoff, Wise Central will receive. Again, it was brought to you by Sesco Group Insurance. Halftime was for all your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. Call Bearcat alumni Jason Stevens at 276-644-9130. Offering the right policy with great rates as the Cats get set to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Again, hoping to build off of a great first half of action. We had 1 defensive touchdown, 3 passing TDs in the half. We'll see if we can pound it out on the ground a little bit more here in the second, but the defense is going to be tested early by a Wise Central team that's been able to drive the ball the last couple of possessions. So as we get set, Colton Ratcliffe readies to kick it away and open up the second half. 27-7 the score showing in favor of the Bearcats. And the kick is off. Another good one. It is Muff, though, at the 20. He picked it right back up, and it ended up buying him a little bit of room to make a move. Gets it up to the 36-yard line. So even with the muff at the start of that, he ended up getting his best return of the afternoon.
Yeah, Will Brown there to make the tackle for the Cats. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 36-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter. Your score, Virginia High 27, Wise Central 7.
Their offense now trotting out on the field to open this second half for Central as they'll start at their own 36-yard line, right in the center between the two hash lines. 2 wide on each side. Running back Crabtree to the left of the quarterback. They'll put the jet sweep motion in and hand it off along the left side, and the Bearcats close down on it, extend him out, and make a good play right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Delaney right there waiting for him. He wraps him up and just holds him up long enough for a few more Cats to get there. No gain.
This has been the quarter defensively for the Cats this year. In the first quarter, coming into tonight's game, they've given up 21 points, 28 in the second. The third quarter, through the first 3 games, they'd allowed 7 points all year long, 27 in the fourth. So this has really been the quarter where the defense has played well. We'll see if it stays true tonight. As they do jet sweep motion again, they fake and hand off, and the Bearcats are there in the backfield to make a play.
Nobody fooled there by the Virginia High defense. Great job, Sean Watkins in there first to get the tackle for the Cats. Good discipline there. Everybody stayed in their gaps.
And that will bring up a 3rd down and about 13 to get things going here in the second half. So not what you drew up if you are Wise Central coming out of the half. And this was a team that had everything going their way. They cut it to 13-7, but since then it's been all Cats. 14 unanswered for Virginia High. A big 3rd down to open the second half as McAmus drops back under pressure, rolling out right side, throws underneath, incomplete. Austin Davidson there would have been right at the line of scrimmage anyway. As it goes incomplete, it'll bring up 4th down. Probably better off just letting that one go anyway as it sails over his head into the sideline.
Cats stand to get excellent field position here on their first drive of the second half. Davidson going to put his feet right on about their own 35-yard line. That's where he'll set up for the return. Waiting the punt. Punting for
that is Peyton Rogers.
Sorry, lost my train of thought there.
Are you talking about Davidson back deep?
Yeah.
Rogers going to punt it away. Make that Bowling who's going to punt it away. As Davidson calls for the fair catch at the 39-yard line. That's where the Bearcat offense will set up camp for their first possession of the second half, leading by 20, 27-7 with 10:24 to go here in the third quarter from homecoming at Gene Malcolm. Again,
like you said, not the way Central would have drawn it up coming out of the half, knowing they needed to do something to maybe shift the tides here a little bit. But let's come to the near side of the field for Virginia High. Couldn't have been any better, but a quick 3 and out. You stuck them behind the sticks, and they stayed there until you forced them to punt.
First down and 10 Cats. We're going to start pistol formation, 4 wide, 2 on each side. Handoff off to the left side. Aaron Rose drops his shoulder, runs over to Fenner, and he's forward for about 11. Make that 12 up to the 49 on the other side. First down Cats, brought to you by BSN Sports in Bristol.
Ben Stollard in on the tackle for Central. 1 play, 1 first down for the Cats.
And 12 on the ground the hard way as Aaron Rose is going to come off the sideline. Had his jersey pulled up. I think his pad came unclipped there, and he'll have to reset. But in steps Stevie Thomas, the freshman speedster. Line up behind Lathrop on this first down from midfield. Fumbled snap as Lathrop on the read option got out a bit too early. It was going to be a speed option, and he was almost moving before the ball got to him, and he fumbled it, but luckily fell right back on it for a minimal loss. As the ball's still sitting at the 50, it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I think he knew what he wanted to do before the football got there and took off just a bit early. No harm, no foul, able to recover and get back on it and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Basically an incompletion. 9:35 on the third quarter game clock. Lathrop pistol one more time. They'll fake the handoff, and a rusher off the edge goes unblocked as Lathrop will flip. As the ball got tipped, Davidson dives forward before it hit the ground, made the catch at the 20. make that the 34-yard line for a Bearcat first down. A connection of about 14 yards. Lathrop was going down in the process as he was getting hit from behind, and the ball got tipped, but right into the arms of Austin Davidson.
So the 100% completion record on the night continues here.
9 for 9 now, in case you're just tuning in. Lathrop started the first half 8 for 8 with 117 yards, so add 14 to that, and he has 3 passing touchdowns already. As the Bearcats will line up 4 wide, 3 to the left side. This is Thomas faking the handoff, and Lathrop gets a couple of blocks from his wide receivers, cuts it back outside, gain of over 15. Make it 16 yards and another BSN Sports first down for Jamie Lathrop. We said the scrambler sort of showed up last week against Tennessee High. Well, he's back again tonight here at the Gene.
He's going to get down to the Warriors' 18-yard line, so that's going to put him in the State Line Motors red zone. State Line Motors, view their entire inventory online at StatelineMotorsVA.com. First and 10, Cats from the 18.
8:55 on the clock, 27-7, Cats leading. As we're inside the red zone at the 18-yard line, Lathrop with the handoff to Thomas, and that's the best defensive play of the second half by Wise Central as they closed down quickly on the play. It looked like the first man there, Timothy Taylor, a rare junior, out there making the play, one of the defensive linemen.
Yeah, that was an upperclassman tackle of Zach Roberts. He's a senior. Come in and help clean that up. So they found the only 2 upperclassmen on the field for the Warriors on that play.
I think that's the first time really that we've mentioned an upperclassman. Other than the quarterback, the junior McAmis. Second down and 8. They'll fake the handoff and go with the slant route. It's tipped up in the air and caught. As getting caught between is Delaney. He got basically marshmallowed right around the 10-yard line, and Lathrop now 10 for 10 on the night. And 2 completions right now. Both balls were partially tipped as Lathrop was getting hit in the process.
Yeah, he took a big hit from Matthew Boggs. He throws the ball up. It's tipped, but just falls into the right hands to keep the perfect night going. 10 for 10 now for Jamie.
And he got, about 6, maybe 7. It'll bring up third down and 1 as he connects with Delaney, who's been quiet since, he had the screen play touchdown against Tazewell week 1. This time they'll go straight away with Rose. He lowers the shoulder, puts the hand down on the ground, and gets a couple more as he falls inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line for the BSN Sports first down. As he got about, 6 on the play, and it'll bring up first down and goal for the Cats.
Nice drive here on offense for the Cats, continuing what they started there in the first quarter of the game, putting together another nice drive here in the third. Going to run the clock down a little bit, going to snap this ball with probably under 10 seconds remaining on the play clock.
This time they go Rose one more time, but a nice play right at the line of scrimmage. One of those big defensive linemen coming in to put the clamps on. That's Zach Roberts with the tackle, and it'll bring up second down and goal from the 4-yard line. So the Bearcats back in the red zone. See where we go here.
3 receivers here to the near side of the field. So is Jamie going to
and Hunter right.
Do a little fade route here again?
Yeah, the lone receiver to the left side, Rose in the backfield. There's a snap. Lathrop drops straight back under a bit of pressure off to the right side, and we'll have a holding flag on the play as a pass sails incomplete, but I don't think it'll count because we do have the holding.
That's correct, yep. It'll be a no play, and clearly a hold. I believe that was 56 for us.
Gobble.
Yeah, in with the hold there.
So Cooper Gobble there with the holding. Of course, Lathrop made the play, extended the play a little bit, and made his offensive line block longer.
That's tough on an offensive lineman. You're not sure exactly which way the quarterback's going to roll unless it's a designed roll. You don't know which way he's going. I don't know exactly what you need to do, and they hammer him with the hold. The flip side of that, give the Cats offense a little more room to work with here.
Yeah, we know how sometimes we're the quick strike. We're just as comfortable, it seems like, all the way back at the 30, around the 25, as we are inside the 5-yard line. Of course, with a bruising back like Rose, you'll take your chances.
Brings it a 2nd and 27. So 2nd and goal to go from the 27-yard line for the Cats.
4 wide. We're going empty, 5 wide, but we do have a sideline warning on Wise Central. It looked like all the players were back. It must have been on a coach. As the sideline warning, of course, will not rule any sort of yardage on the warning, but it's 2nd down and goal for the Bearcats from the 27-yard line. So we made it all the way down to about the 4.